On this episode of Scotty's Garage, we've moved the AU indoors so we can get stuff done. Hey guys, before we get into today's episode, I just want to talk about a Christmas sale which has started already. That's right, it's well underway and it is 10% off everything store-wide. So you can buy shirts like this cool Dad Ute shirt. We have 12s for 2K. We have lockdown wagon shirts. We've got hoodies, hats, stubby coolers, stickers. We have so many stickers. So jump on the website and grab yours today. And any order that's over $70 gets a free snapback Scotty's Garage hat as well. So can't ask for a better deal than that. And if you're a Patreon member who has, 10% or 20% discount already, well, that combines. So you can have up to 30% discount off all your Christmas goodies. So we're doing it early so we can get it out to you and get it under the tree, ready for Christmas. So jump on the line, scottysgarage.store, buy your stuff today. Hey, and welcome back to Scotty's Garage. Last episode, we started fitting our intercooler and that went pretty well. We also showed you some of those parts from Max Peating rods, the turbo, the intercooler, the blow-off valve, the wastegate, and those things will nudge our budget by about $560 combined. I think it was $203 for the turbo, $183 for the intercooler, $51 for the blow-off valve, and $123 for the wastegate. So yeah, $560, which means, that's a quarter of our budget gone. However, that is some of the larger pieces that we need. So I think that's a pretty good deal. We'll see how we go towards the end of the budget though. We still have a fair few things to buy and we'll see how we go. People keep asking me about how I'm going to tune it. That's coming as well. We'll see. But anyway, I want to get this intercooler sorted, so I need to fix up the power steering cooler lines at the bottom. I think because this is a race car and it's not going to be on the street, not going to be driving around doing a lot of turns and stuff, we can ditch the power steering cooler altogether. All it is an aluminium tube that runs back and forth. There's no fins or anything like that. It's, it's kind of it works obviously, but do we need it for a race car that's just going to be going down the track and back to the pits? Probably not. So we'll just bypass it. Here's a barb fitting end to end, which I have one on the table. We'll sort that out this morning. We'll also do the fuel filter. I have the correct fuel filter, so we can sort that out. These are the first jobs for today, I think, and then we can move on to properly sorting out this intercooler, start sorting out some of the other stuff on the car. You may be wondering why it's inside after all. It is you may hear it. It is quite windy outside. My wife informed me that it was going to be pissing rain today, and it has, on and off, quite a few times already. Bucketed down rain. So I've done a bit of rearranging here in the shed. You may think I've put the Volvo outside, but no, I've put the Volvo forward. So the wagon and the Volvo are sitting side by side in the back of the shed. I didn't even know I could do that. But it works. The reason the Volvo didn't go outside is because it has no brakes at the moment and it would have rolled down the hill through the fence out on the street, probably into the yard across the road. That would have been bad. So, they're in the back of the shed. AU's up the front. We're going to get it up on some ramps so I can get under it, do the fuel filter, and we'll sort out the power steering lines, and let's make that all happen right now. Hi! It is really windy out here at the moment. I don't know what's going on. All right. Oh, where are you? Oh, there you are. Okay. I think I'm about to get covered in fuel. There she is. Sorry for the awkward angle. I really do need to set myself up a GoPro and a little tripod or something, but I think that's for another day. Okay, So, kind of need more light under here too, don't I? Bottom fitting's easy, it's the top fitting that's going to be the real problem. Why they couldn't go with a screw fitting at either end, I do not know. Okay, so I've gone and got some light, and rather than a torch, I'm going to just flood the whole area with light. So let's see how this goes. Hang on. Oh yeah, well that's a bit brighter. Yeah. Okay. I do need to add some workshop lights to my list of tools to buy though. In fact, on that subject, while I'm down here, maybe we should start doing some tool reviews, you know, on some stuff, you know, stuff that I buy, not as a like, oh, show off, oh, I bought this. More of a, I bought this and it sucked, or it's great for these reasons, you know. So if you'd like to see some short videos like that, let me know and maybe I'll start cranking out a few when I have time. But anyway, all right, that gives me a little bit more light. Of course, the part that I want to see is right behind that and in shadow. Okay, but I've got some light. I'm going to do the top side first if I can. It's really in an awkward spot. Maybe I need to undo the bottom part. Slide it through. Alright, let's get covered in fuel. Probably should have grabbed a rag. Let's move this light. Here it comes. Let's go get a rag, I think. Okay, clean rag and some dirty rags. Alright. God, unleaded. Ugh, it's just unpleasant. At least E85 smells nice. It's actually interesting. Here's a Scottys story. So obviously I just did drag challenge a couple of weeks ago, and we did try using the flex fuel, and we switched over to 98 on the journey. And the difference in the smell out on the road was horrific. It stank because we were running quite rich out on the road because we haven't really done a road tune with that car. It was on the race tune for the entire trip, right? So we were at, you know, 1150 whatever rear wheel horsepower for the entire trip. So it was very, you know, small throttle increments and all that sort of stuff. No road tune, no road boost. It was like, you know, 20 plus pounds of boost the entire time. But yeah, when we switched over to 98 and it was still running very rich, it just, oh my God, it stunk and it choked us and it was just terrible. It was the worst experience of the trip. All right, if I slide that up and through the mount, I should be able to slide it back down enough that I can then, oh, I'm getting rained on now. This is sucking. This is sucking very hard. Okay. All right, well now I can see what I'm dealing with a lot better. Okay. Alright, well let's get some long nose pliers and we'll see if we can like squeeze that in and pop that out. Maybe that's the answer. I did do this on my own OU a couple months ago and I've forgotten what the secret was. There is a secret to it, but I've forgotten what it was. Alright, we'll get it done. Stop raining on me!
Five hours later.
Well, this has been a very average day to say the least. Not only did it piss raining on me, I realised I didn't have any long nose pliers here, so I thought, you know what, it's about time I went and just got myself some long nose pliers. They're all at the Carnage workshop. Let's get some here. So I go and get into my car, realising it's almost empty. Let's go get gas in it. First service station, pumps out of service. Second service station, let's get gas. Cool. All right, let's drive to Hammer Barn. Well, they've got no power, have they? So no tools from there. Repco's in the same block, so also no power. I stupidly tried Kmart when I know Kmart is useless. It is the worst store in the universe now. I mean, it is just terrible. I do not like Kmart. I don't go shopping there. But stupidly, I thought, surely they have a pair of long nose pliers. No. No, they don't. Yeah. Screw you, Kmart. So anyway, I end up at Autobarn, end up spending $100 on tools because I'm kind of like, yeah, I could use that. So that's all right. Tools are always good. Always like having more tools. Finally get back here. Get back under the car, wrestle with this filter, trying to get it out because you've got to squeeze it in a certain way and pry this and squeeze that. It is a real mongrel of a job. If anyone's ever done an AU fuel filter with the little quick connect, they say quick connect. It's not a quick connect. There's nothing quick about it. Okay, sorry. It is quick to connect. Disconnect? No, not at all. So anyway, it finally releases and the clip that holds it all together breaks into 3 pieces, one of which I still can't find. It's gone. All gone. And then the other 2 pieces are not enough to hold it together anymore. So now I not only do not have a new filter in the car because it won't hold it in place, I also have a car that's not running. So there's that. And I've got to work out how I'm going to solve this issue, which I think maybe I'm just going to have to go to the other style of filter that's got the 2 screw-in threads and then put a fitting in one end of that fuel filter and then just run just a normal line up to the tank because that's all it is. It's line's about that long. Let's do that. Because I've got to replace probably the pump in the tank anyway, put a high volume thing if it's going to try and support, 300 or 400 horsepower at the engine. It'll need a new pump. So yeah, I am now 5 hours into a 10-minute job. Yeah. So let's go do something else. Okay, so let's bypass this power steering cooler setup. There are 2 lines down here, 2 rubber lines, go on to 2 aluminium fittings. I'll just pull them off, put the thing in there and connect them together. Bypass the whole shit show. Anyway, all right, let's get some light on this subject. All the light. Whew, there we go. Okay, so just so you know, the plan is to undo this fitting and undo that fitting and then put our barb fitting between them, and all those lines there can go bye-byes. So just that one and that one, put a barb in it and loop it. Should be pretty simple. Oh, stab myself in the hand. That's always fun. All right. Now, poke you down into that one. And bingo bango, we have successfully bypassed the cooler. Or once I tighten it up. Oh, no blood, but hurts like hell. All right, I think that's tight. Oh, don't fall down there. Stupidly long screwdrivers are handy sometimes. If it works, it's not stupid. Okay. Tie you back to there. Away from the exhaust. Job done! Alright, well, now we can just pull out that power steering cooler and get that out of my life. So that's our joiner there. Of course I can't test it because the car has no fuel filter. So there's that. But anyway, alright. Let's get under here and work out what the best course of action is to remove these power steering cooler lines. Alright, let's have a look. Oh. So lines there. Lines go through there to there. If I cut them there, then I can pull these straight out, and I can probably pull the other ones out the other way. Right, well, we've got rid of those power steering cooler lines. They're not a problem anymore, so now we can secure the bottom of our intercooler, which is kind of just hanging adrift at the moment. But I already know where I'm going to run my mounts, so that should be pretty easy. I am starting to plan my intercooler pipe path as well, and I think we're going to have to move the battery into the boot, because not only will it redistribute the weight to the rear of the car, and it'll also give us a shorter path for our high volume fuel pump that we'll need in the backs, because we're going to have to run like a, you know, a Walbro 460 or something to give enough fuel supply for E85 to make the power that we want. So that will be all beneficial to have the battery in the boot. But it also then clears up a intake path for our pipe work, because other than that it's very full up here, so there's no real room to bring up an intake pipe. And that's why you see with a lot of Turbo Falcons, you'll see that they relocate the battery in other places. And yeah, so yeah, I think we will be doing that. Obviously it won't be happening this episode, but let's do this intercooler mount. We'll sort that out. And while the car's in the air at the back, I think before the episode finishes, we'll remove the rear sway bar, get that out of there. Whether we'll have time to do the front, I'm not sure, but at least get the rear out of there, because I'm going to have to roll it down off the ramps before I lock things up tonight. Otherwise, it's going to be bum out of the shed for the next week or so, which not really wanting to do. Anyway, let's make up some mounts. 250 will get us out of trouble. All right, this side. Oh. Same again, which means it's even. Oh. Even is good. All right, 2 lengths of 250 mil coming up. Right, let's try that. Holds it nice and steady. That's good. All right. Other end. Right. Right, well that didn't take too long. Intercooler is mounted as solidly as possible. Does not rub against anything. It is all good to go. We'll still do some clearancing under there just to help get pipes on and that sort of thing. I think what we'll do is we'll extend this inlet out to about there-ish and then put our coupler there. So that way we only have to clearance this little side bracket here. And we'll do the same at the other end. And then, so this side we can come up and around probably through this airbox area. That'll be fine. We're going to lose the airbox anyway. And then on the other side, yeah, we'll move the battery and bring it up through the battery area. It will be fine. Yes, it will. All right, what next? I guess we should pull that sway bar off, get some weight out of it. A few people said we should lose the rear spoiler too. Maybe we'll do that as well. Okay. Well, it is hard to believe it is the same day. Look at it, dry as a bone, yet earlier, bucketing rain and winds and all sorts of things happening. And yeah, it's beautiful now. Anyway, they reckon this rear spoiler weighs a ton. So let's take it off, see what it weighs. And also there is a rear sway bar under there that I think we need to lose as well. And I think we might lose, 20, 25 kilos off the car right here. Oh, hello. Aren't you rather large? I bet you climb onto that. Don't go down there. Bugger. You try to be nice and then he just runs away into the car. I don't want him in the car. Imagine running a 12-second pass and then have that dangle down in front of your face. Kidding me, right? All except the last one. All right. It weighs hardly anything. Come on, guys. Would have just left that on. Really? Weighs a ton. Oh, Jesus. Oh well, it's gone now. Well, if nothing else, it'll improve its drag coefficient. Kind of like the spoiler though. Bugger. I'm not listening to you guys anymore. Giving me bad advice. All right, let's do this bloody sway bar. Oh, come on. Battery's going down, I think. Oh. Sorry about the short interlude. I had to charge my battery up and we had to shower Alex, which is always a source of joy. Anyway, that's done. All right, let's get this sway bar out. Okay, in there. Awesome. Okay. It's that one. Cool. Alright, get out of here. There's that. Okay. Let's wait. Alright, let's see. It's 5 kilos there. And that's 5.5 kilos there. And what's this weigh? Really? Surprising. It does have some heft to it. That's 2.5 kilos. Right, so what are we at? 10.5, 11, 13 kilos. It's something. I was hoping for more, but it's something. So what have we achieved? Well, we've bypassed the power steering cooler, which allowed us to then make up the bottom mounts for the intercooler and mount that solidly. So that's in and done proper now. We tried to do the fuel filter and that chewed up a bunch of time. Like, oh wow. Yeah, that's terrible. But anyway, it is what it is. These things happen, and that's what happens with working on cars. And then we also managed to remove 13 kilos of weight from the car, which it wasn't too bad as well. So yeah, we made some ground. I'm sorry it's not as an amazing an episode as I would like. I would have liked to have done more, and I have more to do. I have a lot more to do, and I have some parts that I wanted to show you, but you know what? We'll save that to next episode. Make next episode super special. But if you're looking for excuses, well, you know, I've been working on the drag challenge for so long over the last couple of months that I've burnt up a heap of brownie points, and I'm trying to earn some back. So my wife's been off doing country markets and stuff like that, the things she likes to do. So Saturdays, I've been losing my Saturdays of late. And it is what it is. It's the old work-life balance, and so it went one way and now it's ebbing the other way, and we'll balance it back out again, and we'll be able to put more time into Scotty's Garage episodes in the future and get this bloody thing done and ready for Australia Day, because, well, that's the aim, that's my commitment. So let's make it happen. So anyway, more exciting things to come, and you'll see that on future episodes of Scotty's Garage.